I'm trying to leave like a clear gap so that when I edit it, and like there's a problem I have because I try and split the games into like first half a game, second half a game, and then third part is Q&A. Oh, you get to see his lovely desktop. There we go. That Windows 8, Jesus. But I try and split it, and it's always annoying because I tend to ramble between halves, and it's like I can't find a fucking edit point. Can't find an edit point. Right. My problem with defensive Widowmaker is this, okay? We sort of saw it a little bit there when the enemy team was super pressuring us. We were spending a lot of time on the ground, not doing too much. One of the comments on the video was like, yeah, I thought I should change at some point. Honestly, I agree with the decision to change. I think you would have done this as well, probably better on Soldier 76, for example. You would be providing similar amounts of damage output, but also dealing with the Winston a lot better, pressuring the Reinhardt more and pressuring their D.Va a lot more, while still providing the same kind of high ground control. So, I agree with the decision that Soldier probably would have worked better, and if you're good at sort of Widowmaker, your accuracy should be pretty high still with Soldier.
Okay. We have a Pharah and no Mercy.
Okay. So, we're running Pharah Widow. Again, I like this combo. Actually, one thing I do want to comment on the first half as well was the Mercy was damage amping us every now and then. When you're being damage amped as Widow, definitely don't be afraid to do body shots. But in general, if you're playing the Mercy and you're thinking, should I damage amp Widow? Honestly, it doesn't help that much. Like, you will still, Widowmaker still kills things in 2 shots. She still headshots most things in 1 shot. So damage amping a Widowmaker is actually not influencing her that much. It's the same thing as if you like get a nano boost on Widow for whatever fucking reason. You don't impact her time to kill that much. And so it's why it's such a waste, because you're not changing how long it takes her to really kill stuff in a meaningful way. It can help damage output on stuff like tanks a little bit, but it's not huge. And it's nowhere near as good as you would think it would be. I like the fact that we're coming out of this exit here. It's actually a really nice position. Get chased by the D.Va, drop the bomb, get stuck on something, we drop down. Good job running up to the Lucio. Lucio will pick us back up. Let's try and dislodge this soldier. D.Va drops down. Frame rate tanks on the video, but not in game, which is good. Let's get rid of this D.Va. D.Va gets rid of herself. Works for us. And then we just wait for Lucio to heal us up. So one thing I wanted to talk about when I was watching this was the idea of self-sufficiency. Like, Widowmaker, beautiful shooting by the way, Widowmaker thrives on self-sufficiency because you are very rarely, especially if you have like an Ana, Widowmaker is always going to be positioned generally behind the team and generally in like a high ground position away from the team. It's very rare that you're going to get healing from like an individual healer. It's very rare that, you know, Ana is going to really take the time to come and heal you. It's very rare that Mercy is going to fly over towards you. You don't get that sort of opportunity that much. So it's like you want to be very aware of your own hit points and taking those moments to look after yourself. So going and standing by Lucio's, picking up health packs, all very, very important for Widowmaker. That and also her voice line tilts the shit out of healers because she just says, "Heal me," in like a really imperious way that she does. And yeah. So we're coming up here. If we're contested at any time at all, I like the fact that we're checking the doorway, by the way. But hey Mercy, how you doing, girl? This is what we call high value target. First shot. Again, I'm fine with us doing body shots, especially while we have the Pharah. Second shot. Headshot. We didn't even need the headshot in theory, but that eliminates such a huge target. They are really, really on the back foot. And this is sort of the advantage of attacking Widow, is they are now just fucked. You should win the next fight pretty much firmly. And we can actually start pulling round. You have a couple of options here. You can either try and just leverage from straight up. I don't actually kind of like going up here though. Mostly because your angle is straight down. And if we think about looking straight down at target, like let's pretend we're looking down literally from a bird's eye view. Like we're dangling from the fucking ceiling. And this is our target here in the middle. They're looking up at us and they've got a big smiley face. Okay? Look at this smug little git in the middle. I should probably like find like, I don't know, a black backdrop or something. Screw it. This is good enough. If you think about the axes of movement he has available to him, this fucking fine fellow here, he can go this way, he can go this way, he can go this way, he can go this way. He can go any fucking direction he wants. So when we're aiming, we have to be thinking in terms of 2 planes. We have to be aiming up and we have to be aiming sideways. Now, while we are pretty much guaranteed a headshot if we land, A, the vertical profile of most heroes is the smallest, so it's going to be hard to land the shot, and B, he has the most possible movement options available to him for pretty much any hero. So this fine, happy, little cheery fellow is going to be a fucking problem. It's going to be a real pain in the ass. We can't actually easily hit him from that angle, and this is sort of the problem I have when you're doing the looking straight down stuff, is that it doesn't work that well. To me, one of the ideal positions as Widow is when they don't have a tank and you are just looking fucking straight at them. And this is why, in this instance, we should probably be aiming to go over here. Like, strictly speaking, we should be aiming to go over here. That's because we know that they're on the retreat, and so they're probably going for this doorway over here, so we have a good line of sight on them coming out the doorway. It also sets us up nicely for hunting down targets going for the next point. If this was a more contested fight, I would be saying we want to be going around, and we want to be going actually to the server room, because our team is probably going to be fighting here, so it provides a nice screen for us, and we have good view of the point. We are on a relatively similar level, so let's draw another box. It's a bit of a thinner box because our enemy is now this happy chap, and he's going to have a sad face. This is clearly Torbjorn because he's 50% head. And just for the sake of chat, let's give him some feet. There you go, chat. Tell me what that looks like. Okay. Now, Torbjorn here has very few options. Let's actually really make it Torbjorn. So I get very into my drawings. There we go. Now it's fucking Torbjorn. Fucking big yellow beard. There we go. Now it's Torbjorn because he's like a big yellow beardy face with big bushy everything. Okay. So Torbjorn here has some movement options, but he's pretty much restricted to just like moving along the x-axis, right? He can kind of jump and kind of move on the y-axis, but it's mostly the x-axis. So when we're considering our aiming from a more head-on angle, we just have to consider this axis, and that's a lot easier than considering all this axis, right? Way, way easier. This is Super Saiyan Torbjorn. Oh god, he's molten cord, clearly. Right. But that's why I like positions like the server room quite a lot. When you start getting to that low angle, it's also why King's Row, I think, is actually really nice for Widowmaker when you're attacking on King's Row, the ideal position where you're in that sort of back left high ground. And it's still relatively horizontal, so you're not too vertical, you're not staring down, because too much downwards looking just doesn't work for Widow. It's also very, very sort of exposed for you. Whereas stuff like the server room would be very nice. Here, this is just like a fucking shooting gallery. We unfortunately missed the headshot on D.Va. How much did we miss the headshot on D.Va by? Frame, frame, frame. Oh, that's actually quite wide. Oh boy, oh. It's not that generous. We gotta pull it in just a little bit more. Just a touch more. Like, D.Va is one of those targets that you really want a headshot. And especially if she's rocketing towards you, you generally have like a moment or two to take. It's a pretty big hitbox, but it's deceptively narrow, is what I would say. That's what I would call D.Va's head hitbox. She's trying to hard out, but it's not working at all. Now we're taking position, and now we can, like, this is why this position up here is super nice, because we can just easily transition. Again, uncontested shooting, we can take our time with this. Now it's contested shooting, now we can't take our time, but the advantage of this is where, like, as a Widow player, I get super frustrated, is because Soldier's shooting at us, McCree is turning to shoot at us. Okay, these guys down here really should be putting in a lot of work now. Like, we are drawing so much pain that we should definitely be, they should be punished for that, basically. Again, now we're in uncontested shooting, we can take our time. Like, this Anna should have been dead. Because you can see that she's now scoped up. I would be changing targets to this Anna so fast and just taking a moment or two and then landing the headshot. And we sort of do that, but we're just a little bit too slow. We pop McCree's hat off, though, which feels good. And then we can just keep the Soldier pinned back. And we sort of taking control of this entire area before they can even do anything. We just got to sort of let them... Oh, that was good, though. That was pretty good. It's unfortunate we have to reload here, but hey. I'm fine with us taking the reload here. This soldier's honestly suicidal, because if we hadn't reloaded, this is such an easy shot. Because he has to stand in this narrow gap, and if we just put the crosshair on anywhere on this line, he dies. So it's pretty easy for us. We have infrasight, we should definitely be advancing. Honestly, I would be tempted to just grapple to here. We take the safe route, which is the runaround, but we can see that Soldier's, like, he's decided to back off and run away. And then we're just playing this a little bit too carefully. We should be, honestly, we can see where the threats are, right? We can take a stock of everything available, and we could perhaps just try inching forward and then just keeping the crosshair here. Like right now, if you think about, oh, well, if you draw it to the side, well, we're not going to hit anything. If we just have it here and draw it to the side, then we can get him pretty much no matter where he goes. You will go a bit higher, but even then you want to be about here with it. And that's sort of what Infrasight brings us, is we can just line up this shot a little bit earlier. Because even if he does jump around here, we're still probably going to hit his feet. One of the frustrating things about Overwatch heroes is they tend to jump about their own height. So you'll shoot under people quite a lot. But as you advance onto us, pick up the large health pack, of course, then reset on our position. Just make sure that we are contesting this high ground. Soldier can't set up properly. He's now got sights on us. Let's just put a bullet in his back. Unfortunately, we missed the shot. Okay. And this, honestly, is where we should be running. We should be pulling out. Barrow goes fucking crazy. Maybe salvages it. But then Soldier comes along and just... Yeah. Okay, Farah wanted to swap.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, this is the thing that when I did that day of quick play, playing Widowmaker, that was the one thing I noticed playing Widow was... Widow is like a tank in that she just draws aggro like fucking crazy. I really do like doing this, by the way. When you're coming out, this is a good tip in general for Watchpoint Gibraltar. When you're coming out, definitely just check this, because if anyone is standing in here, you just put the crosshair here and you're probably going to get a headshot. That dot doesn't show up very well, but you put it about here, they're going to be trying to watch the high ground, and it's such an easy shot. You will get people so often like that. You see, like, we backed off it a little bit too early, but we could have killed McCree. It's just a little bit too soon. Now, honestly, we could probably afford to just stay here and just scope in, because they have to be around this to contest it. So there's going to be something for us to shoot around the payload, and we've seen McCree sort of peek over here already, so we want to just sort of exploit that. Although it's insane to me that he peeks twice. Like, that's just stupid. Bastion's gone tank mode. We want to be a little bit scared. They've got sights. This, to me, is just like fucking pull back, but we've committed because we've sound barriered. I'm not quite sure why we actually moved here. And we don't want to be shooting the soldier here. It takes 3 shots to kill an boosted target. Even if we headshot him, I don't think... if we headshot him in full charge, it will kill him. But it's extremely difficult. Like, you can see he's just bouncing, like, he's in combat mode right now, so he's bouncing back and forth. He's fucking juking. He's moving on the payload as well, which is fucking slope and has like a step on it, so his head's gonna be doing like fucking this. It's all over the fucking place. You won't be able to hit it. So we want to be just being a little bit more careful. Let's just pick off the targets around him that are all a bit easier. Especially when we have sound barrier, we could sort of use that as an excuse to do some uncontested shooting rather than contested shooting, because sound barrier is going to keep us alive that little bit longer. Almost get the Anna, trying to get her on the exit. This is, to me, is a sign that we should definitely be exiting. We don't exit. Like, we're losing, and by the way, one of the most insane things I've ever heard in competitive Overwatch. One of the most crazy things.
We need the Junkrat, Trace.
We need a Junkrat.
Or, I don't know, can you kill him?
I don't think we need a Junkrat here, friendo. A soldier would be good. So a soldier would be better, but hey. I mean, it's 5 versus 6 at the moment, and we're still struggling, which is a big warning sign.
I can shield you guys.
Headshot full charge will not kill him, it'll do 150, right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. For some reason I was thinking like it'll do 2/3 damage. Weirdly. Don't know why. Sights comes off. This is their team being a bit stupid. Like, told you, like, for some reason the 2 DPS were 3 miles away from the point and someone just stood on it. It's just like, okay. We just taken the payload. Nice. And here's Junkrat contributing. He's missing a doorway. Yeah. Hashtag just Junkrat things. Again, I like this positioning. McCree. Let's talk about stationary targets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about stationary targets and Discord noises. I heard that one. God damn. So, One thing that you will get very quickly with practice, and this again is where the Widowmaker arcade, like Widow only, headshot only arcades help a ton, is you'll notice very quickly how easy it is to shoot stationary targets. And when you step out like this and you notice that McCree hasn't moved in like 0.2 seconds, he's stationary. Prioritize that target because it is an instant fucking kill. Especially when you are a sniper already. You know, P. Clark, I know, is a decent Widowmaker. So it's like, okay, prioritize the targets you can kill instantly. Like in terms of target priority, let's talk a little bit about it. Let's remove threats that are the easy, very quick kills. Because as Widowmaker, it takes us 0.6 of a second to kill a 200 hit point target. So let's just kill that target immediately. The stationary McCree is one of those targets. It's like, okay, that's a free kill, priority 1. And if I just go back and we just like look at what we saw when we came out here. So this is when we come out. Like, this is a shooting gallery, right? And let's talk about our priority. So we have a soldier who's evading and moving back and forth. So he's evading. We've got a scoped in Anna. So she does have a scoping, so let's draw a scope next to it. And let's draw the Smash Brothers icon next to it. We have a turret form Bastion. So, I don't know, Bass. And we have the stationary McCree. If I was prioritizing this out in my head, I would be thinking this. This is annoying, and it's probably going to cause us 1 or 2 problems as we shoot. He's going to take him a second or 2 to react to be able to deal with us, but he's going to be annoying. He's going to be moving, and he's going to be firing at us. That's going to be a problem. This guy is just standing the fuck still. Maybe he's typing, maybe he's having a cigarette. I don't know. For whatever reason, he's decided to check out mentally. This is priority number 1. We can instantly kill this. Instantly. Priority number 2 is honestly, for me, is this. Unless she descopes and runs back, in which case this becomes priority 2. Why does this become priority number 2? Because the soldier is going to be evading, he's going to be shooting at us, he's going to be self-healing. He's going to take probably 2 shots to kill, and it's going to be very frustrating. Meanwhile, this Bastion, even if Soldier 76 is shooting at us, we can probably put 3 bullets in him. If this Bastion does not move, we put 3 shots in him. If this Bastion moves, his head pops up, and we can still probably kill him. So the second we land a bullet on this guy, he has to reposition. 1 body shot on a Bastion, even in turret form, forces him pretty much immediately into a reposition. So if she doesn't descope, she's also an easy kill because she moves slowly and predictably. And again, we'll probably be moving on this horizontal axis. He won't definitely come forward, and she's probably not going to move back, just because there's no real incentive, defensive incentive for her to move back. So she's probably just going to move straight to the left. So that's where we're going to be thinking. This soldier is much more likely to just engage us, and honestly, that's bad for us. So priority 1, McCree. Priority 2, Anna. Priority 3, Bastion. Priority 4, soldier. If we were feeling super confident, and if we've been in the soldier's head all game, we could bump soldier up that list, but we haven't really been sort of hard countering the soldier. So, you know, he's not going to be an easy kill. And this might sound like, you know, but the Anna's the support. We should focus her first. No, because you can eliminate this target for basically free. If we take a shot at the Anna, miss, and then the McCree stops being AFK, we now have 2 hit scan threats to deal with. We now have 2 threats that the team is going to deal with. While if the opposite happens, if we kill McCree, Anna has to retreat, is out of the fight anyway. That frees us up to kill the Bastion and frees us up to maybe do some damage on the soldier. Like, our options are only better when we kill this McCree. Get the fast kill first. Always. And this is part of why when you're in Widow versus Widow like matchups, killing the enemy Widow first is actually a pretty good fucking idea, because she's honestly an easier kill than most of the other targets. I would be focusing on the Bastion here, but now we're getting shot by 2 hit scan targets. Now we're really getting drilled. This is where we want to be running for cover and maybe even getting the health pack below us, but we could probably just afford to go into cover, let our team try and deal with it. Because the enemy team sort of came forward and in, this is actually kind of good for us, because for some reason Mercy's running forward, Soldier's running forward, just Bastion's running forward. This should be an opportunity for the rest of our DPS to clean up. But we got our kill out of it. Our team now has an advantage. We pull back, find a reposition, find a way to heal up, and our team should be able to capitalize and win off the back of this. Speed! Speed boost. Does Josh have artistic merit? Of course I do.
What is your curse, Widow?
I actually used to draw a lot. back when I was in university, I basically decided I wanted to learn how to draw, to teach myself, and I bought a sketch pad, a bunch of pencils, and just started drawing and started learning. Watched a lot of internet tutorials. I want to do it again. Actually, might start doing it again. It's a fun hobby. This, like, okay, offensive Widowmaker on this point. Like, we're doing all what I consider A++ movement. It's predictable, but this is honestly, like, the path we should be taking. So if we go here and just wait for it. Oh, God, those Discord noises. Okay. Start here. Like, watch point Gibraltar Adventure as Widowmaker. First point, we come out, we check, do they have a Widowmaker up here? If they do, we want to be thinking about dealing with that. Find a way to deal with that Widowmaker. Step 2, we come up here. We bounce up here, and then we start shooting. We basically contest this entire alleyway. They can't stay up here. Someone is likely to go up here, probably Soldier 76, to contest that. We bounce over this way. We swing over up here, we stand up here, and then we can contest that high ground. Soldier's going to have a hard time staying up there because he either has to stay and shoot at us, which is going to be difficult, because it's about an even matchup, I would say, between like a good soldier and a good Widowmaker. I'd say like between a great Widowmaker and a great soldier, the Widowmaker wins it every time, but between good and good, it's pretty even. I mean, they're still on 5 as well, so, you know, we already had a huge advantage. I actually didn't even notice they were on 5. This is part of why we won this game. Spoiler. So now the soldier is super focused on us, and just watch these little chevrons. Oh, look. Oh, look.
Good, you know?
And suddenly, they are just completely outgunned over on this side. Soldier's trying to get out. Again, we're uncontested shooting, so we're rushing this a little bit. We land the one shot. We can afford to take our time with this. This to me is like a completely unnecessary flick shot. And this, again, this might just be a shooting style thing, because some people do flick very heavily, very aggressively, but to me this is a very unnecessary flick. Because we know the direction he's going, right? And when soldiers are sprinting, their turning rate usually isn't great, especially once they commit to a jump. So I don't know why we just don't have the cursor just moving naturally, smoothly up towards here. Just a little bit too soon on that. Again, we could just take our time a little bit. There's no harm in it. It's weird, but you do want to take these, like, again, we're uncontested. We can take a moment to fire off these shots. And it's just learning, like, how to take that moment, that split second. It's literally a split second. And it makes all the difference in the world when you are in matchups against enemy widows. But against, like, uncontested targets, the split second is something you have, and the difference between, you know, getting a kill and not getting a kill, or getting a shot and missing a shot, is enough to warrant taking that split second. So you asked the question, how do we win this game? Well, I'm guessing it's more addressed to the defense, right? Actually, what was play of the game? I can't remember. I think it was the soldier. You know, because they're running hard counters against us. I think it's A, their DPS weren't capitalizing properly on it. And especially like towards the end here, and I think they were just pushing really badly. Like they were almost over-focusing you. They could honestly just stop giving a shit about you. And that's how they probably should have done it. But instead you had like Roadhog, like this, for example, really puzzled me towards the end. It's the fuzz. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the back. Siren. The police! You've been banned for playing Widowmaker. Competitive. It wasn't here, it was a bit further on. I just got so confused when this Roadhog did this. I don't understand why. Completely unnecessary. Like they, oh, it's because they swapped to the Diva, isn't it? And that was the Winston, I think. Because honestly, like, if the Reinhardt didn't overextend when he did the hammer down here. So Reinhardt drops hammer down. And if he just puts his barrier up, they win. I pretty much fucking guarantee they win. Because I think Soldier's still alive, so Soldier can deal all the damage here. Anna can... Like, Anna, I think, is, yeah, lining up a shot on us. Which we should honestly... I'm fine with us shooting this guy first. Like, let's punish the Reinhardt so they can't actually just win off the back of this. And then let's punish the Anna. Because I don't know why Reinhardt kept his barrier down there against the Widowmaker. You just don't. If he kept his barrier up and just let the Soldier do his job... they would have probably won this. Instead, now they have to res, and then the soldier ends up out of position, and now we just kind of have free reign. Did their Reinhardt... Their Reinhardt just charges in. I don't understand that their Reinhardt lost the game for them. Completely lost the game for them with that charge. You're facing a Widowmaker.
Save me on the payload.
Just having a barrier just shuts her down so hard. And then Roadhog comes like all the way into the back, tries to hook us for some weird reason, instead of just killing targets that... You know, there's bigger fish to fry here, Roadhog. There's bigger fish to fry. So that's part of why you won this, was they, like, their Reinhardt just played it badly, didn't respect you enough, and then their Roadhog sort of over-respected you at the end as well. Although they'd already lost because Reinhardt just decided to fucking charge for no reason. Okay. Right. Okay, I think now's a good time for questions. Let's jump forward. Let's watch the full play of the game. Now's a good time to start asking questions. I'm actually going to load up Overwatch. I remember what I wanted to demonstrate. So I'm going to go to my face. Actually, no, I'm going to let this play out. I'm going to try and load up Overwatch without blocking too much of the play of the game.
My food is probably ready in half an hour, and I
don't
think I want to risk that.
Oh. Where's it up? Firing up. I hate the blue. Like, why did they change its name? Why is it still not Battle.net? There we go, I've been playing Hearthstone. I actually quite like the new expansion, but I like playing Rogue. Rouge. I'm a Rouge player. I was a Rouge in Overwatch. Stream issues? Not on my end, friendo. It's on you. Okay, video.
Thank you.
Oh. Is this meant to be Overwatch? I guess. Let's go to my face. There we go. Hello. This is my face. It's up close. But yeah, start putting questions in chat, ladies and gents. I'm going to try and shut this video up. Shut up video. There we go. Where's Overwatch? Just a black screen. Searching for game server. That's not helpful. Can you find it? I'm sure it's somewhere in California. Why 6K bitrate? The stream buffers a lot more. Run it on a lower quality if your download can't take it. My stream rate is... My upload is perfectly fine. My upload can take it. Just put it on high and it will go down to about 4K bitrate. Training. Practice range. So much face, I know. Tons and tons of face. We're gonna go to this screen. So I wanted to just demonstrate like how shit the SMG is.
One shot.
Because
One kill.
only the first shot on it is accurate. Only the first shot. Ooh. There we go, that was a frame drop. Why is my frame rate on stream so shit? OBS, come on, sort your shit out. Why is that streaming at 46 FPS? What the fuck? That's really weird. Go back to my face. 60. 60, 59, 44. I don't know why that's happening. Really weird. Like, the in-game FPS is fine, but the stream FPS is really bad. What if I go to this screen? That works better. No, it doesn't. What the hell, OBS? Okay, but only the first shot and it's accurate. And at like medium range, it's a garbage weapon. Like a full clip, a full 30 shots, you pretty much need all of it, and it's just, I noticed this when playing headshot only a lot. Like, you see this happen where most of them have like a custom, like a rule saying, you know, no SMG. Like, no to spamming this shot. And the amount of times I've had it where someone, you know, nicks me and gets me down to about 20 hit points. Like that. And then they try and spray and try and get me the headshot and just never get it and lose is insane. It's pretty fucking crazy. So it's just like... Only use the SMG if you are confident in the fact that you can finish them off in like a body shot or two. Never use it to finish off a target that requires headshots. And honestly, just learning how to do this... Let's try and do this properly. Okay. Oh, damn it, these bots have too little health. Like, learning how to do follow-up body shots is honestly going to be infinitely more rewarding. Only use the SMG when it's at close range. Okay, let's bring in chat. Look at that face. I know. Josh's face and Widow's eye. Oof. I'm not sure why, like, in-game frame rate was dropping to... Why is it dropping to 40 when it's moving? That shouldn't be happening. Let's go to coaching vid anyway. It shouldn't matter too much when it's just in the